Hello everyone, and welcome in a new episode of our Minecraft series. Now you may be asking yourself, wait, but wasn't today supposed to be Terraria? And at that I would answer you with yes, but no. I've chosen to record an episode of Minecraft instead because you have to know that the winter is coming and I'm getting ever so moody. Jokes aside, I just had, I just had this sudden will or sudden crave for Minecraft, and so I thought to myself, you know what? Why not record it? And that I did. So, today we are going to start working on a completely new project since we have one free sign over here. And I want to work on the winter wonderland. Since today is here where I live, it's quite the abrupt change of weather. It's quite cold and it snowed on top of the mountains. Therefore, what better weather, what better time to start preparing, or at least building, or at least building our own winter wonderland. Basically, I'm planning on moving in a snowy biome, in particular on the mountain nearby nearby the village, the abandoned village over there, and live and build over there for some episodes in general, just because I wanted a taste of winter. So first of all, we have to go, and I want to start by hooking up this the place to our nether portal network. So I'll have to gather some obsidian and move over there and build the portals, link them, and all the usual drill. So I'll be right back to you once everything is set up and we have our new portal in our new part of world, our new colony. Okay, so we are on the mountain nearby our base, and look what I found. And this has been sitting here idle for since we had our first since we found out the village. My goodness. Allow me to just show you the perfect spot I found. So look at that. Over there's the village. We have this very tall mountain top that arrives at cloud height, which is very interesting. The village is down there. You can see the houses. And I was thinking, because there is this nice little valley, which would have been fantastic, weren't it for the fact that on the other side it's not a snowy biome. You can see that there is this forest strip, which I don't like. So in the end, I think I'm going to build here in this even area, and obviously here in the taking basically the snowy part of this mountain. And we have the goats, which we found in the last episode, or 2 episodes ago. No. Oh, I can't remember right. A couple of episodes ago we found them, so we should have already have put on our signboard horn farm. And I have to be quite careful because I got trapped a couple of times already in the powder snow, so we'll have to stash it up. But first, let's reactivate this portal, this abandoned portal. And then we can also add back in some decorations and even improve the existing decorations. So, now this is a default one. I think I'm going to widen it a little bit to a 3x3. I'm not decided yet because it would be, well, it would be much easier to work with a 3x3 portal concerning, let's say, aspect. So concerning the looks, it's so much easier to implement, to decorate, because you have a center to work with. An even wide portal is a little bit trickier. Before starting to work on the, let's say, surface, which I plan on doing in another episode, I want to work with you to this tunnel. I want to gussy it up a little bit, make it prettier, because this is going to be I'm planning on building some Christmas related stuff over in this area. So I'll have to make a nice tunnel, nothing extremely fancy, but I want to use some wood. I already have with me some cherry logs, and use this snow and ice pattern for signaling that this is going to be actually the winter portal. Could call it like that. So it's been a long time since I have last done one of these, but I wanted to make a third-person time-lapse. Building. I've missed you so much. Okay, so it's been quite a while since we've last made one of these third-person time-lapses, and I do apologize thoroughly, but it's well, the major hassle is not the actual recording and building, is the setup, because I have to boot up Minecraft on my recording PC, which is separate from the one I'm playing on. I know I could use some some mods, some modified clients, like I believe I don't know, Luna client maybe supports some sort of thing, but I don't want to overcomplicate it too much, so I do it like this, and it's a pain to set up. This is the main reason why we have so few third-person time lapses lately, and also because we haven't been building all that much. I'll take advantage of this small, let's say, space while you can see me building and decorating. Well, more decorating rather than building the iceway tunnel. You can see me actually adding and all the decorations, all the various bits and pieces. But while the footage is running, I have a small announcement to make, which is starting from next week. So I'll be able to upload next week's video on Sunday. But then, for 2 weeks, I won't be able to upload anything. So I don't know if I managed to pre-record something, so to keep you company, or if instead we will just part ways for a couple of weeks, because we are doing some apple picking. So I won't have the actual energy to start recording, because I'll be working for, I believe, 10 hours a day. Just apple picking, so it's mentally and physically exhausting as work. And that's the main reason. Okay, we are approaching, let's say, the end of this small time lapse. You can see that I have, well, the final touch is adding all the redstone. This tunnel is completely spawn proof, meaning that no mobs should be able to spawn, because it's all either slabs or redstone powders. If the look is a little bit barren, do let me know. I am considering whether to add some small additional decorations. But that matter aside, let's get back to our video. Welcome back, welcome back. So we now have completed our tunnel. It's a nice view. It's much better than our work in progresses over here. It's not a big build, but it's a nice detail to have, and having this brightly colored walls with all the ice and snow, it looks very good. I'm very much satisfied with it, and we can now move on to the next part, because obviously this is not the entire video. And that's also the reason why I didn't start straight away with some other project, because if you don't recall, or if you haven't seen the last episode, which you should have, but I don't mind if you didn't, we are now in the 1.21 Minecraft version. This means that we have a couple of, well, I wanted to review with all of you the new additions that were made in this specific version, and most importantly, upgrade our current farms with some of the new blocks. Because, well, in the 1.21, a boatload of stuff has been added. Now copper is useful. Okay, so we have unwrapped one stack of ores, and look at how many stacks of copper we now have. So we can put all of it to smelt. While we are reviewing some other of the blocks that have been added. I can put this away. So, there were some very interesting addition build-wise, because now we have, yes, Tuff variants. Look at this galore. I love this new chiseled textures. They look lovely, and we can use them for building some sort of temple, maybe. Let's put them down here. Yes, wow, those are some nice textures. Sorry. And this tile on top can also be used for some flooring, or as an alternative palette, maybe like here in the floor of the road or of the rooms. So we can think of those like this. It has a very pretty aspect. Wow, that's lovely. We have a boatload of items, of blocks, which can only be found in the trial chamber. So I won't spoil anything right now. We will be seeing them when we actually come across them. Ooh, look at those. Nice. So now that we have some copper to work with, there are various interesting blocks that I am looking forward to use. For example, with a blaze rod and some redstone, which I don't have. I believe it's still, yes, in this shulker box. I have to get my hands on some redstone. We now can craft some block of copper. And okay, you can already start seeing some new stuff. So these trapdoors, we have the door. Ooh, look at that lovely, it is chiseled. Oh, no, there it is, the copper bulb. It's like a redstone lamp, but made of copper. Let's craft all these blocks. We have these grates, which are new copper variants. And I believe if we put these here, yes, we can get them this way. And we also have chiseled copper. Well, cut copper is the classical one. Okay, let's have a look at all these new textures. Ooh, this is interesting. It's like some sort of glass, but made of copper. Maybe by making it would be nice having some glass, copper. Well, the copper bars, like the iron bars, but made of copper with this texture, because they could be used as a sort of separate for rooms and stuff. Well, the chiseled copper looks very much like a crate, and also the copper bulb. All these blocks do rust, do oxidize. Oh, that's also a very pretty texture. So if you don't wax them, they will age with time. And having some sort of iron bars or similar, so some sort of paint that ages, it would prove most interesting. But now, as I've said previously, as I have anticipated, we are moving on onto the most important, well, to me at least, addition of this this version. There it is. Look at that. It's the crafter. I believe it's called crafter, right? Yes, it is the crafter, for which we need a dropper, a crafting table, so we don't have any other lying around, but okay, some more please. Redstone, and we also need iron, which we have here. This is a major update because now, for example, we have 2 farms definitely that are going to benefit from this block, which are the iron farm and the pumpkin and melon farm. The iron farm is we can basically integrate these new blocks inside our system just after the filter, so we'll have to modify this and also the other one. We can basically, after the filter, put one of these down and it's going to automatically craft blocks. So now, instead of having ingots funneled inside of our farm, we're going to have directly blocks. Okay, so a little time went by and I went ahead and added in the new block. You can see we got rid of every single chest. This is because now this is our new stockpile. And it wasn't, well, it was more complicated than I had initially thought, implementing this modification, because I had to move the poppies thingy on the side. So it was first, the hopper was here, had to move it by 1 block, and I believe that this is also wrong. Goodness gracious me. I'll have to fix it off camera. Yes, it's 1 block too low. My bad, my bad. Apart from that, you can see that now, well, the filter for the iron ingots is still in the very same place, but we've now diverted the iron flow here to the side, and we are leading it to our new crafter. What this whole ordeal of redstone here does is simply checking that this clock down here is running only when there are items in this hopper. So basically when we have more items than the ones that can be stored into the crafter. This is for ensuring that the crafting recipe stays the same and that the crafter does not fire off when there are, well, when the barrel here is full. This is simply a comparator in subtraction mode, which receives the power from this furnace, basically. So it's going to activate only when this barrel is full, for disabling this clock, which would otherwise run as soon as there are items in the input, basically. And that's it. I know it's redstone is not the easiest thing to understand, but I always recommend build it yourself. You can look at a tutorial on YouTube or wherever. For example, I'll leave the tutorial to this very setup, which I then have adapted to my needs. But the important thing is always understanding the logic. Once you know the logic and what's going on behind it, you can adjust it as like I did. I didn't copy paste everything. I just the sun is rising and we are concluding today's episode. In today's episode, we managed to upgrade our iron farm to, well, 1 to 21, so now it produces iron blocks and no longer iron ingots. This mountain over here, we hooked it up to our base using the nether. We will have to, well, in the next episode, it's highly likely I'm going to work on the first bits of the winter wonderland. So basically I want to refurbish, build back again, restructure, renovate the ruined portal, which is in this chunk over here. It's on the side, and then from that on we will be moving. I just have a couple of plans. I want to make some sort of a hut, mountain hut, covered in snow. And then in the future, I'm planning on building over there a Christmas tree and all relative things that we may want to build in that place. So concerning winter, Christmas, and New Year, and all those nice things. But I talked enough for today's episode. I thank you for having followed until this moment. Leave a like if you enjoyed today's episode, and subscribe if you wish to be kept updated on what I post, both in English as well as in Italian. And I will be waiting for you, as per my usual, in the next episode. Bye bye!